Hello, this is the adaptations presentation on mental illness, including bipolar disorder. The definition of mental illness refers to a wide range of mental health conditions. These are disorders that affect your mood, thinking, and behavior. Examples of mental illness can include depression, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, eating disorders, and addictive behaviors. Many people have mental health concerns from time to time, but a mental health concern becomes a mental illness when ongoing signs and symptoms cause frequent stress and affect your ability to function. A mental illness can make you miserable and can cause problems in your daily life, such as school, work, or relationships. In most cases, symptoms can be managed with a combination of medications and talk therapy. So, some of the causes for mental illness in general are thought to be caused by a variety of genetic and environmental factors, such things as inherited traits, environmental exposures before birth, and brain chemistry. The symptoms of mental illness can vary depending on disorder, circumstances, and other factors. Mental illness symptoms can affect emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. Examples of signs and symptoms include feeling down or sad, confused thinking or reduced ability to concentrate, excessive fear or worries or extreme feelings of guilt, extreme mood changes of highs and lows, withdrawal from friends and activities, significant tiredness, low energies or problem sleeping, detachment from reality, paranoia or hallucinations, inability to cope with daily problems or stress, alcohol and drug abuse, major changes in eating habits, sex drive changes, excessive anger and hostility or violence, and suicidal thinking. There's no sure way to prevent mental illness. However, if you have a mental illness, taking steps to control stress, to increase your resilience, and to boost low self-esteem may help to keep your symptoms under control. To help prevention for mental illnesses, you can follow these steps. Pay attention to warning signs, get routine medical care, get help when you need it, and take good care of yourself. So, some instructional strategies for an educator with adaptations for a mental illness. If students with a history of psychiatric disabilities can be intelligent, sensitive, creative, and interesting, you can employ strategies that will promote their success in your class. For example, address a variety of learning styles, for example, auditory, visual, kinesthetic, experiential, or a combination of styles. Incorporate experiential learning activities. Be prepared to set behavioral expectations for students in your class and to embrace diversity to include people with psychiatric disabilities. Some accommodations that can be made. A student with mental illnesses may require accommodations to allow them the equal access to classes, programs, and coursework. An accommodation is the removal of a barrier to fully participate in learning. The emphasis is on access, not outcome. This is done by providing the student with a disability equal access to the content and activities of the course. Some other ways that accommodations can be used for mental illnesses are preferential seating, especially near the door, to allow them leaving class for breaks, assign classmate as volunteer assistant, beverages permitted in class, pre-arranged or frequent breaks, tape recorder use, note-taking or photocopy of other students' notes, early availability of syllabus and textbooks, availability of course materials, lectures and handouts on discs, private feedback on academic performance. There's some including of examination accommodations, exams in alternate format. So, for example, to give them a presentation, there's multiple choice essay, oral, role play, or portfolio. These allow different ways that these students can take tests on what works best for them. The use of assistive computer software, optical character recognition, allowing scanned text to be read aloud by the computer sound card, or speech recognition for converting the spoken word to printed word on the computer screen, extended time for test taking, exams individually proctored, including the hospital, exam in separate, quiet, and non-distracting room, increased frequency of exams. Some assignment accommodations that can be done in the classroom are substitution assignments in specific circumstances, advance notice of assignments. This allows the students to have extra time to work on it and have an idea of what they're going to work on in case they do need the extra time. Permission to submit assignments handwritten other than typed. written assignments in lieu of oral presentations or vice versa, assignments completed in dramatic formats, for example, demonstration, role play, and sculptures, assignments assistance during hospitalization, extended time to complete the assignments. Not all requested accommodations are reasonable. An accommodation is not reasonable if making the accommodation or having the individual involved in the activity possess a great direct threat to the health or safety of others. Making the accommodation means that making an essential change in the essential element, a substantial change in the essential element of the curriculum, making the accommodation would require a substantial alteration in the matter in which educational opportunities are provided, such as the course objectives being altered. Making the accommodation would impose an undue financial or administrative burden to the institution. So this is specifically focusing on bipolar disorder, and that was part of the adaptations presentation. Bipolar disorder is a biological brain disorder causing severe fluctuations in mood, energy, thinking, and behavior. Some strategies for teaching with bipolar disorder and some adaptations would be flexibility to adapt assignments, curriculum, presentation style as needed, patience to ignore minor negative behavior, encourage positive behaviors, and provide positive behavioral choices. Most important is the ability to stay calm and to be a model of desired behavior. Good conflict management skills to resolve conflicts in non-confrontational, non-combative, safe, and positive manner. Receptivity to change and to working collaboratively with the child's parents, doctors, and other professionals to best meet the needs of the child. The ability to laugh at oneself and at situations. Teachers who can laugh at their own mistakes and bring fun and humor to the classroom reduce the level of stress that students feel. That's probably the most important one of teaching a child with bipolar disorder. So accommodations for bipolar disorder would be consistent scheduling that includes planned and unplanned breaks, seating with few distractions, providing buffer space, and model children, shortened assignments and homework focusing on quality, not quantity, prior notice to transitions or changes in routine, minimizing surprises. So this makes it easier for students if they have a regular schedule and to minimize the surprises of change. A plan for unstructured time or lulls in the day, and then scheduling the student's most challenging tasks at a time of day when the child is best able to perform. This would be allowing for medication-related tiredness, hunger, etc. So these are all accommodations that can be done with children with mental illnesses, and then specifically focusing on bipolar disorder. And I hope that was informational all for you guys. Thank you for watching.